Hi all, Fuzzy Bear Barbarian back again with a guide on how to defeat the Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption boss, Proud Rhodes. Now, this is a really tough boss fight and it's a fun boss fight, but it's very hard until you know how to handle it. So let's get into how to do that. The real key to owning this boss is parrying, or more to the point, just plain old blocking. If you time your block, you'll parry his ranged attacks nicely, but in this fight timing matters a lot less than the actual blocking. If you're always blocking, you'll take little to no damage from his ranged attacks, even if an attack knocks you off your feet. So always be blocking. Now, when he does two of those ranged attacks, he'll then swing his shield across his body and do a melee attack. When he swings the shield across, that's the moment to dodge in and do two quick attacks on his legs. So he'll do two ranged attacks, you parry or block those as best you can. Now he'll swing his shield across, you dodge in, do two quick attacks, and then dodge back out again. Now, this is basically what you want to do for the first part of the fight. Don't be tempted to try to do 3 attacks. Don't be tempted to do heavy attacks on him. You pretty much want to block his 2 ranged attacks, go in, hit him twice with 2 quick attacks, and get out. I did 3 then, and that was an accident. Sometimes you do end up doing 3 attacks by accident, even if you press your button twice. Or maybe it's just me, I don't know, but it can happen. But even if you do 3, you still want to dodge back out as quickly as you can. And now, also don't be tempted to start throwing projectile weapons at him. Doing that can get you in trouble. Plus, it's a good idea to save them up for the end, and you'll see why as we get nearer to the end of the fight. But until his health gets down to, I think it's about half, pretty much the whole fight is a case of dodging his 2 ranged attacks, dodging in, hitting him twice with quick attacks, and dodging out. You can mix it up a bit. He does have these fire missiles that he throws, and again though, they're just a case, they're very easily avoided, so you don't have to, as long as you're doing the dodge in, 2 hits and dodge out, even if he does mix up with his fire attacks, you can just avoid them pretty easily by running away or dodging away. Now, at some point he's going to fall down from having taken too much damage, and you'll notice that there's a bunch of like black goo that will spit out of his body. It's tempting to go in while he's on his knees to hit him, but don't do that. What you want to do, because the black goo can hurt you, here it is, I think here, oh no, not yet, but shortly, you can see the black goo's kind of like spitting out of his shoulders, and then that seems to come out of everywhere once he goes down, but you don't want to go in. What you want to do is get ready to throw some projectiles at him when he does go down. So now he's gone down, you can see the goo, just throw projectiles at him, don't go in and melee him, that'll take a bit of his health off. Now he goes into a different phase and enemies will come out and start, he's got minions all around. Now it's very tempting at this point to want to concentrate on fighting the minions. What you want to do is you just want to avoid everything at this point. That's another move he's got at this point, which is he bashes his shield and rushes forward. Just wait till he's almost on you to dodge that. But for now, what you want to do is just dodge these enemies, because his attacks at you will actually kill them, and it's far easier and quicker to let him kill them than it is to try and do it yourself. What you want to try and do though is bait him into throwing his ranged attacks at you whilst you're near these enemies. Try to put them in between, like that guy's in between, so he's going to get hurt. If he does a ranged attack, it's okay to block while those little enemies are around, because they can't block and they will go down while you're blocking. So now there's those homing fire missiles, just keep away from them, they're very easily avoided. When he slams his shield and he runs at you, so just block his ranged attacks. When he slams his shield and runs at you, just dodge to the left when he's almost on you now, and then take 2 swipes and get out. So at this point of the fight, his health is getting low, so he could do range attacks or he could slam his shield and run at you. If he does a ranged attack, it'll be this kind of attack probably, more than likely, and that's easily avoidable. The minions will come out shortly. There's another ranged attack, and he might even slam his shield and run at you. take 2 shots at him and get out. Now he's gone down again, so you can start throwing projectiles at him. This is the stage of the fight where he's almost dead. Minions will come out, but this is where you can exploit projectiles. If you've got enough left, just keep throwing them at him. And if he does that, just dodge and then get away. Don't even try to swipe at him. Just keep throwing the projectiles until he's dead. It's very easy to kill him with projectiles in the very last phase. And that's it. That's a very, very clean and easy way to beat him. You can practically go the whole fight without taking any damage by doing it that way. So I'm sure this will help some of you if you've been struggling with defeating this boss. And now hopefully you won't. Alright, that's it for another video. Bye for now.